Yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome to another breakdown for BTC this week. Now, in last video about BTC, I shared a long position which was entered around, I think, this area over here. It was entered somewhere around this area. And TP1 was 106, TP2 107. Then we had other take profit level at this area, but the price went up. We did see price climbing all the way to this level, then came back, took us out of that trade, then held, headed straight to our golden zone. Now, I talked about a daily structure. All right, my previous video. I don't think I showed that my previous video, but I talked about that daily structure. And daily structure looks something like this. So that the golden zone of that daily structure is actually what BTC bounced from. All right, and I couldn't get a trade here. The reason was because number one, I was expecting it to go down deeper into this golden zone. Then number two reason was that there was no actual real setup, all right, on the 15 minutes or even 1 hour time frame, because BTC literally just tapped the golden zone and bounced, and started pumping. So I waited for pullback but couldn't get that. But there was no point chasing this particular rally, because obviously, or technically, we will get we are going to get we should get a kind of retracement, all right, during the week, let's say Monday or Tuesday, because this whole thing over here, looks like an AMD setup. If you check some of my previous video, I already talked about an AMD, what AMD simply means. So it's more of accumulation, manipulation, then distribution. So when you have things like that, you normally have, once the manipulation is done, you on the accumulation is done over here, you have the manipulation, then you always, this before the distribution, price will normally retrace down into an internal liquidity before we start pumping up. So basically, I believe price maybe during the week is going to come to take out some of this liquidity, or this one over here. This liquidity are just simply 4 hour fair value gaps. All right, I use them as magnets on the charts. So what we might likely see is price going all the way to take out this FEG, which is this one over here. Then we're going to see price, maybe come down here and continue the upward. So if I see a setup in my private community as well, I'm going to take a trade somewhere around this area. If I see a setup, and maybe just place stop loss just below this area, or if I don't see a setup over there, and then I'll have to wait for price to maybe come down into this area, which is actually a very good level, because that should be around the golden zone of whatever swing BTC is going to create around there. So I see something very close to this area. So that's basically um, what I'm expecting from BTC. Now, looking at the whole thing from a trend line perspective, like you guys know, I always use trend line. If you set your trend line, you will see that we actually had a kind of channel. This was a clear channel. So this actually was a clear breakout of channel. Now we had um, this looks like a retest because we already closed above it. But since tomorrow is Monday, if we see that Monday effect whereby my C price come down, then this might actually be the retest. But anyhow, I'm going to be looking out for that. I'm going to be looking out for what price is going to do at this level. But like I always tell you guys, BTC is still bullish. The bull market is not done yet, so we're going to continue seeing some upward movements in BTC. Now, one thing I also believe is that once BTC starts to create some new all-time high, we're going to see like altcoins start pumping and stuff like that. So um, that's basically what I'm expecting from BTC. So BTC has bounced off our golden zone over here, and yeah, we're expecting upward move maybe. And also looking at market structure, we might end up creating some kind of change of character on the daily, all right, given the confirmation. But like I said, we're bound to have some retracement before the continuation. But if we don't get any retracement, then we'll keep looking for some kind of structure above this level to get in, because you want to get into the trade where your stop loss is a little is secured, or you are using a particular market structure, not just placing stop loss random, because you might actually be right about the direction but wrong about the trade or the entry and your stop loss. So that's basically an update for BTC. All right, take care guys, and do have a lovely trading week ahead. Bye.